Today, me and my friends are going to be teaching our other friend Diego how to play Fortnite. We are going to be attempting 2 games, one where we can get guns and shoot and play normally, and the second game where we can only pick up heals and Diego has to do all the fighting for us. Also, this gameplay is going to be audio recorded by me and some of my friends because we don't know how to put our audio in the gameplay. So if you guys know, please let us know in the comments below. So here, we were just looking at our map, seeing where we can land. Here, me and my friends are dropping down to the map, and as we do, we're trying to get Diego down to the map because he's never played Fortnite ever before in his life. Then I see this house and I mark it because it's the closest to us and Diego doesn't really know where to go and it's pretty far from everybody else. So as I'm going down, I'm trying to see where Diego's at, just so if he doesn't go there, we can still get to him in time. Now as I land, I'm immediately trying to get anything I could gather because I know this house doesn't have a lot of loot since it's like outside of any big POIs. So what I'm trying to do is get as much mats as I can, heals and any guns, so I can get a Diego and give him some. So when I see the slurp burrows, I'm trying to get Diego to come back because I know he can give you heals and I'm trying to explain it to him while we're talking. But he doesn't get the message and instead he goes inside the house. So I go and rush him and try to see where he's going to get him back to get to the slurp burrows. He jumps out the window and he's just hitting the air. And Wilbur's there and he's also trying to hit the slurp burrows, but we're trying to get him to it, but he doesn't come. Sees what we were trying to do, so finally he actually hits it. Now I see the bridge and I'm trying to get up there so we can wait for the train to come get us. So we're trying to get on the train so Diego can see more other POIs and see more of the Fortnite world, so we can also gather more loot and get more prepared for the final endgame. So Diego finally goes up after a while, and I start going down. And I find it funny that he doesn't know really how the game works. So I tell him that if he comes on the side and he jumps off, that he can get full health. So he goes ahead and tries it and dies. Also, I was telling him this. We were getting shot at, not only from down here, but up on the bridge. They shot him before he actually landed, so he didn't die of fall damage. If not, he died of a sniper. So I was healing him and trying to box up so we wouldn't get more hurt. And I was trying to get him to get heals so he wouldn't die anymore. Here, I was trying to explain to him how to get the items and how to heal. So right now he's trying to get the med kit, and I tell him that it's the same mechanic as shooting, and he starts healing. So here we were trying to get the loot that we got from the guys that we killed because we weren't very prepared for the fight because we didn't think we would get ambushed that quickly into the game. So I'm trying to tell Diego what type of guns he has and that gun is better than a pistol, so he can switch it. Now here we're trying to teach him how to emote since he's still a newcomer, he doesn't really have much. So we try to explain to him how to emote with us, but he just starts running away and starts cutting down wood, which I mean is good because we're playing builds, but at the same time we're trying to teach him how to emote, but I guess it's fun. Here we're still trying to explain to him how to emote with us, and finally he does. Now here we were trying to teach him learning how to build because we were playing build mode, not zero build mode. So we were just trying to teach him some of the basics, how to box up and some of how to build a wall and a ramp, but he didn't really understand how to, and he just made a mess. Now I hear and see the train on my mini map, so I mark it and I start telling them that we should go up to the train because not only is there good loot, but also where you can maneuver around really fast and you can get to other places where they have good loot since I have basically all weak weapons. Here you can see me get off because I wasn't sure if Diego was going to be able to get on. And when he finally did, I just got back on and we let him get the quest. And we just started searching around for more loot. Now here, I'm telling him that a lot of guns and heals will come out of it. So he can collect all of it. So he can have the best loot out of all of us since he's a newcomer and he needs it. And then we jumped off to try to go kill them, but I waited a little bit more to see if Diego was going to get off. So we did, and it took Diego a very long time to finish them. Me and my friends basically killed them all, and Diego got about 2 kills. I mean, he didn't do bad at all, but definitely for a starter, I mean, that's pretty good. Now here we're a bit more farther down. And we're just collecting loot, and then I start hearing shooting when I go outside and I start seeing that there's enemies. So I go back in so Diego could snipe them since he has a sniper, and I want to see how good he is. Here we were just trying to get the health down from the enemy, but I didn't know that the enemy was at 20 health and I accidentally killed her. Here we found an airdrop, so we went to it so we can get it, and of course we let Diego get all the loot first so he would be the most packed out of all of us. But here Wilver started getting the gun and he was trying to be a greedy bitch, so we told him not to. And we started getting shot because of it. Here things were starting to get a bit more bad because not only did we have a team in front of us, but we also had a team behind us. So instead of letting Diego kill all of them, we decided to help him out and kill a few ourselves so we wouldn't be overrun and die. Now here, it was now only one enemy left. Diego killed him, but it definitely took him a little bit. It's the end game, and it's only us versus another team. And we start getting shooting, so that's what and they were actually pretty good. They were playing a lot, and I really didn't want to die because most of my team barely had any heals. So now that we got our first win, we're heading on to our second game, but this game is going to be a little bit more different. So there's only 3 rules. We can only carry heals. Diego has all the guns, meaning that we can't get any. We can carry them for him or give them to him, and we can only carry heals and hit people with pickaxes as damage to defend ourselves. here, just like last game, we were trying to see where to land, but this time we decided to land somewhere where there was a bit more people and a pretty big POI because we were feeling a bit more cocky from last game that we won. So we decided to land here. So I landed in the middle thinking there was at least any heals, right? But there wasn't. So I started scattering around and find a gun, and I'm trying to get Diego over to it by marking it and going up and down, but he just doesn't come. And here I see that he's fighting someone, and I drop the gun trying to get him to get the gun, but instead he just keeps fighting her and does not pick up the gun, just ignores it. And then I see somebody behind me with the gun, and I'm trying to get Diego to get the gun again, and he gets it but runs away. So I have no other choice to just run around and try to get Diego to get the gun. Now I have two people behind me and only one teammate that can carry a gun, and he's running around. So I keep trying to give him the gun, and then the other lady comes and takes the gun from Diego, and now we're just all jumping around trying to survive for our lives. And now this person is at 2.5 speed. This is how long it took Diego to kill them with the gun. After a while, we started getting very tired of getting shot at, so we just started pickaxing everybody, and they did a way much more better job than Diego. I know he's a starter, but come on. So here we're just trying to collect as much guns, ammo, and gold to give to Diego, and also heals so we can carry around. We're just trying to collect anything we can gather because Diego's aim is horrible. Now here we're trying to find out what type of guns he has so we can tell him which guns are better and which guns to drop. Then all of a sudden we started seeing people coming towards us, so I built this little base on the side, and we went to go pick at them because they were shooting. The other side, and we decided to rush them because we're pretty much on the street. So here I'm deciding whether to go with them to pickaxe somebody or to go up there and kill someone. So I go with Diego because he's still a starter. His aim is not good. So I started rushing towards him and we started trying to pickaxe him. So now, here we were just healing, and we saw more people over there, and we're hearing gunshots, but we decided to not go because although we weren't at lowest health, we just went two back-to-back battles and weren't sure we would survive a third one. So now we just start going around trying to find heals because we really don't have much, and finding any other loot that could help Diego shoot or give him ammo or anything useful at all. So we're just going around and getting any type of loot. Now, I see this NPC, and I'm going to him trying to talk to him to get more things, and Diego shoots it thinking it's a real person, and we start running away because we know that AIs have a pretty good amount of health and are pretty good at aiming too. But luckily, Diego takes out his shotgun and uses his 2 brain cells and starts shooting it. Now, the reason I wanted to talk to NPC is so I could become a disguise. So now my other friends are gonna go try to be a disguise too, and as you can see, Alexis gets a chair, and he doesn't want to be a chair because it smells like 1,000 asses. So he goes back and tries to change it here, and when he tries, he becomes a chair again, and he doesn't like it, so he becomes a chair, and he stays as a chair, and will always be a chair smelling like 1,000 asses. So now this is us moving to a different place. So we see something marked over there, so we decide to go get it. But in the midst of way, as we're getting over there, we start seeing people from a far distance. So we decide to go straight on full ahead to them, but we're not going to do anything. We're just going to stand by while Diego does all the work. So somehow I wasn't well blended in and I got shot. So I ran away and saw a car, and I thought of using the car, so I did. And my plan was to go straight head into them so I can hit them and help Diego. But they started shooting me a lot and spraying, so I just left the car in front of Diego for protection and I ran away. And I thought Diego knew that the car could explode. I guess not, because Diego goes in front of the car and the car explodes, and it takes a lot of his health away, and also Wilbur's disguise gets shot at, and now all 3 of us are running away while Alexis, he's still a chair and inside the building, still smelling like 1,000 asses. So now here we decide to go rush them because they were shooting and they were pretty accurate, so we decided to rush them and catch them off guard. And we did do that, but it came with consequences because a lot of our health was taken away. So here, we were running to the island, and I heard shooting, so I decided to go down. And I saw that there was somebody, so I started pickaxing them. So we were just pickaxing. And then we noticed there was way more people than we expected, so I started running too. So here I was just finishing them off, and I started getting shot at from the other side. And I saw that they were going another way, and I thought it was a bot. So I decided to go towards the person that was shooting and a shockwave over there. And I didn't think that it was actually a real person because they took most of my health away, almost killing me as soon as I got there. I somehow survived and I started healing, but I started seeing that Diego was going towards other people and that they were shooting at them. So I first decided to heal before I went to them, not wanting to risk a death. So I shockwave over there, and we all decided to rush the people that were there, so Diego wouldn't get shot at too much because he doesn't have any heals, and we basically use it all up on ourselves. So right here, we started going towards the island that we were supposed to go to from the start. And we finally get there, and we're just looking around, hoping that there's no people here, and soon loot it all. And we were trying to get all the loot we can get, and we were just having fun, dancing around and doing whatnot, because there was no more people here, and it was just us, and we were taking all the loot for ourselves, not knowing what was going to happen after. So the circle is pretty far away, and I marked the launch pad so we can get on and move quickly. So I start jumping, and I go back because Diego's never used one, and to my surprise, Diego misses the whole thing and somehow jumps off the island, killing himself. And now he's on the tree, and I'm trying to hit the tree down so we can revive him. And luckily in front of us, there is a rift that we can use. But for some reason, Will picks him up and just fucking throws him. So here we're healing him, and while Alexis is screaming at us, although that motherfucker's doing nothing, but I guess it's fine. So we just sky rifted, and now we're just trying to move inside the circle. And I mark it so we can go, and I forgot that Diego was so low and didn't have much heals at all since he had all the guns and couldn't heal and was really low. So we had to go back for him since he died, and he was our only hope because he is the only one that can shoot the ones. So I used my wings to fly over, and Alexis somehow has super speed and is somehow getting there with his feet. So I go to him. Now, when I arrive, thankfully, Alexis is there and we're both healing him. But we don't have basically much heals. And I dumbassly throw a shockwave trying to save him, but accidentally throw me and Alexis off. So now I try to get back up, but I'm low on health. Although now revising it, I could have just healed and then got Alexis, but at the moment, I was panicking. And as you can see here also, Diego was literally going the opposite way while in the sky, meaning that this would have never happened if Diego went with us while he was on the rift. So now it's only Wilver and Diego since me and Alexis died, and to be honest, we didn't think we'd be able to win or survive at this matter like at all, because Diego, as you can see here, was missing all of his shots while Wilver was trying to save him and he was just running away. And those were 7 clear shots that you just saw there that he missed. But don't worry, it gets worse. And I think we all understand that he's a noob, but why the fuck are you using a shotgun for long range? And that's not the only part about this, if not also right now, he's about to use his sniper and misses at least 4 to 5 clear shots. As you can see, his aim is horrible. But as soon as Wilbur died, we knew that we were going to lose because his aim wasn't good at all. And it was a full squad versus only Diego, a dude that started barely about an hour ago. And this is where we thought we had lost, because now we saw the other one coming up, and now he was low at 20% and only had to take one shot to kill him. And he was trying to reload all his guns, not even reloading it, just running around. So he hides behind this rock and tries to reload his gun, and for somehow the enemy misses all his shots and Diego gets a good amount of damage in. And Diego just peacefully walks behind the rock, and we thought we had lost the game. And for some reason, Diego turns into fucking Deadshot and somehow shoots the enemy. His first sniper kill for the win. Fucking amazing. Now, we had 2 wins back to back, with Diego surviving the second one all by himself and taking everything home. And he got a lot of kills, 14 in fact. Now, I'd like to say thank you for watching our video, our first ever video.